Right, so in today's video we're going to be installing some stones around the border of the patio. This video is part of my garden renovation series, so if you'd like to go back and check out any of the previous parts to see how I've turned this slope lawn into a lawn with 2 tiers, then head over to my channel and you'll be able to see loads of videos on things like how to lay a patio, how to seed a brand new lawn from scratch, how to even just level a new lawn using topsoil, lawn bordering, loads of different things. And if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. So the reason for putting the stones down was to just act as a bit of a barrier between the grass and the patio itself, just to give it that nice transition and also to help brighten up the space too. So I'm going all the way around the perimeter, all the way at the back of the patio and in the space where the square step is too. I started off by putting some membrane down, and the idea behind this is that it acts as a barrier between the soil or the clay below and the stones that you're going to put on top, and hopefully the aim is to prevent any weeds from coming through. Now this isn't completely foolproof. Weeds will still be able to penetrate and get through this layer, especially as time goes on, but it's just going to act as that preventative layer, and it can always be replaced in the future too. If you do want it to provide better protection against weeds, then putting more than one layer down will do the job even better. So you can see I've first put some bigger stones in there just to fill the space, so I wasn't having to use too many of the Cotswold stone that I was putting down as the decorative stone. Right, so I'm just going to pause the video just for a moment because I've already installed the stones in this big step here. I've done most of the perimeter of the patio at this point. The last thing that I've got to do is this part round at the back, and you can see I've already put some membrane down. We've got some grass sort of growing all the way around the outside, and the reason for this was that I put the membrane down with all the best intentions about a month ago, but since then been busy with work. We've been away in the summer as well, so we're finally back and it's time to get this job finished off. Now what I am happy about is that no weeds and no grass have grown through this membrane as of yet. It's just the edges that I've got to control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around with the strimmer, get rid of any of that grass that's on there at the moment, and then I might even put a little bit of weed killer down just to kill off that grass around the perimeter of this, and then I can start getting the stones around here. Oh mate, he's big in. He's big. Oh nah, can't be working here now. Down here there are massive spiders, so I've just seen quite a few under here and they've tucked underneath. So what I'm going to do, instead of trimming it back any further with the strimmer, I'm just going to go straight on with the Resolver weed killer. Now this doesn't say that it keeps grass alive, so it's going to definitely put an end to all the grass that's going around the edges. One thing to mention too as well, it says keep it away from things like children, pets, all that sort of stuff. So we recently got a dog, so what I've done to stop the dog getting up to the top tier to mess with it is I've just put a little barrier there with the stone that I'm going to be using so that you can't jump up and it won't get onto them then. One thing I would advise as well is wear the appropriate clothing. So I'm in shorts and sliders today, so isn't the most appropriate clothing to wear for doing this, but I'm going to make sure I keep my distance. I spray it and make sure it doesn't get on me, so I'll be spraying it quite close to the edge of the perimeter. So yeah, let's get to it. And there we are complete with the bordering all the way around the patio. Now, it's not completely perfect. There are little bits where you can see at the back now we've got some grass sticking through, but I did put the weed killer on these places, so I'm hoping the next few days, hopefully less than a week, that these places where we have little bits of grass, they die off, go brown, and then we're going to have a really nice area at the back. And you can see this is slightly different in colour to these stones here, but that's only because the stones were just put down afresh today, and the ones that go around this part of the patio are currently about a month old because they've been down for a while. And you can see now too that we've got some new additions to the garden. We've got the garden furniture, and this is something that I mentioned in the first video that I filmed, that we wanted to have a corner suite on the patio here. And just to mention as well, this string, we were using it to tether the parasol down when it was windy. We are going to cut them off, and we do need to get rid of the bubble wrap and stuff. So yeah, things aren't 100% complete yet, but we are getting there. So the next thing that we're going to do then in the renovation is this. As you can see, I put some compost in already, but I left it, and you can see we've got big giant weeds going on. We've got loads of grass coming through. But what we will be doing is in the next video, we'll be putting box hedges down into this side and also into that side over there. So that's the next part of the renovation. And also, let me just show you this. We have this patch down here that we're going to be doing something with. I'm going to be putting some bordering in. We're going to be putting some stones possibly over the top and making it another area in the garden that we can use. So hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, give it a like, and if you'd like to see any more of my garden renovation or to watch any of my lawn tip videos, then head over to the channel, and if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. And finally, thanks for watching.